It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Temperatures are starting out in the 50s for us this morning. We are well above average for morning numbers, and I've got highs today in the 80s in the Ozarks. Warmest day of the week for many, and probably one of the most enjoyable to get out because the winds aren't too strong for us yet. But even today, we are talking about some fire danger in the Ozarks, and I think that increases as we head into tomorrow. So big heads up for you on Friday when the winds will be extremely windy all day long. We have warm conditions today and then storms on the way tomorrow. I know you've heard about the chance for strong to severe weather in the Ozarks again to end the week. It's been a beautiful spring-like week, and we've got some strong to severe thunderstorms that are in the forecast for us, especially the eastern counties as we head into Friday. Let's focus on today first. High temperature of 82 degrees, sunny skies in the forecast, and it's just going to be a great day to get out. I have a south wind in the afternoon, 5 to 10 miles an hour. It's not until tomorrow that those winds pick up, and boy, do they pick up. I mean, we are talking non-thunderstorm winds, 40 to 50 miles an hour. Most of the day on Friday. It is going to be a very tight pressure gradient that's marching across the center of the country. So enjoy today. It is tranquil in comparison tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you're doing outdoor projects, anything like that, if you were hoping to take advantage of the warmer weather, well, just know that the wind is going to be pretty bothersome out there on Friday. Today, we don't have much in the way of hazards across the Ozarks, but I do want to mention that the fire risk goes up as we head into tomorrow. Significant fire danger in the forecast again with winds, as I said, 40 to 50 miles an hour. And that's not including the thunderstorm winds. We'll also have a chance for strong to severe storms, which means there could be some thunderstorms gusting to 65 or more on Friday. The highest wind gusts are going to be along and just west of Highway 60. There are going to be incredible winds, so travel may become difficult with winds gusting to 50 miles an hour. The direction will be out of the southwest. Loose objects may be blown around. Small limbs may break in this type of wind hazard. So big heads up for you. I do think that we have a chance for severe storms, but I want to alert you to first thing on Friday because we're going to be dealing with wind all day long. I do expect that the best chance for some of these stronger storms is going to happen east of Highway 63. That's where there's this elevated risk of severe weather. I think storms will form and move in very quickly. It's only expected for a very short window of time, about 6 p.m. to midnight on Friday. So a quick moving storm system. But if you have plans on Friday night, I know it's a big night in the Ozarks, and we may see winds that could gust to 70 miles an hour. I think winds will be the biggest hazard with those severe storms. Isolated tornado threat does exist in our far eastern counties, but there's not a whole lot in the way of other hazards with this storm system. I think the winds will be the biggest concern for us. Cooler but pleasant then for the weekend. I am expecting highs to drop closer to normal for this time of the year. We've gotten kind of used to the 70s and, well, today the 80s, but tomorrow temperatures are going to be very warm. We still have numbers in the upper 70s and low 80s, but we drop into the 60s for highs on Saturday. By Sunday, we're in the 50s for highs. So it's more normal for mid-March by the time we get to the weekend forecast. Around the country, there's a whole lot making headlines. This strong storm system is bringing unsettled weather to much of the West Coast. At the same time, we have critical fire weather happening from the southern plains for the rest of the week. And then more severe weather is in the forecast as we move into Friday of this week. So lots of things to track, not just here in the Ozarks, but all across the country as the weather is very active as we wrap up the work week. Around the Ozarks, wake up weather brain twister trivia question for the daytime. The question that I had for you yesterday, everyone's favorite condiment. The original ketchup wasn't made with tomatoes, but rather what? The options that I gave you were A, fermented fish sauce, B, red peppers, C, ripe bananas and vinegar, or D, beets. What do you think? The original ketchup wasn't made with tomatoes, but rather, yuck, A, fermented fish sauce. I don't know how this took off, but the original ketchup can actually be traced back to China, and it was called ketchup or ketchup in the Southern Min dialect of Chinese. It was popular in much of Southeast Asia, and it was introduced to Europe by traders. Apparently, tomatoes were not added until around 1820. And then I guess they thought the tomatoes were so good that they were like, "Ugh, let's toss the fish sauce." But it does have roots in fermented fish sauce. If that's for you, then, well, I guess you can just buy normal fish sauce, but I'll take the ketchup. Thank you very much. All right, here's the quiz question that I have for you to tomorrow. Which animal can get sunburned? Do you think it's A, a snake, B, a pig, C, a gorilla, or D, a horse? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather this morning. I'm meteorologist Abby Dyer. I want to thank our sponsors, John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one. Enjoy the beautiful weather, sunshine, 82, wind in the forecast tomorrow. That's the big headline, and severe storms tomorrow evening. Enjoy today. We'll be back to chat tomorrow morning.